Hey, welcome to Extraordinary Adventures. I'm Laura.
And I'm Scott.
And we are here today to talk about...
Not the blooper reels, that's why we're laughing our asses off. No, we're here to talk about something serious. The Celebrity Beyond.
Celebrity Beyond.
And not really, it was really just about celebrity in general, but we invited someone on. If you saw our previous video with Lionel from Azamara, he gave a great explanation as to why Azamara was so extraordinary. And we said, well, what is our favorite affordable luxury line? And immediately comes to mind is Celebrity. Yes. And it just so happens that we're on the Beyond right now, if you can hear the ocean, and Dave's slides are all about the Beyond. So, but it's not just about the Beyond, it's about Celebrity in general. We are big fans of Celebrity.
Yes. So Dave will be joining us in just a minute to talk about everything that makes it amazing and extraordinary. If you are looking to book a cruise, we would love to help you. We are travel agents, and feel free to reach out to us. And if you like these videos and you'd like to see more of them, please like and subscribe with the notification bell on. That lets us know that we're doing something right.
They should be up there, yeah? Or I look like an idiot. If they're not up there, I'm looking like an idiot.
I'm going to mess with them. I'm not going to put
One day
them
it's not. I like a lunatic pointing at things. Anywho, so yes, check out that Azamara video. And then, of course, stay tuned for Dave Meihofer from Celebrity.
Take it away.
Take it away, Scott and Laura. I don't know if they're going to be facing that one.
I don't know.
All right, well, thank you, Scott and Laura, for throwing it off to Scott and Laura and our guest star today. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to Extraordinary Adventures. I'm Scott. Pretty one is Laura. The sexier one is Dave Meihofer. He's here with us today from Celebrity Cruises. He is a key account manager. Do I have that right?
You hit it on the head. That's exactly right.
Excellent. Well, welcome. We're happy to have you. Let's just jump right into it. Let's start talking about Dave. Who is Dave? What's Dave's history? Why does Dave love cruising so much? Let's get into it.
Sure. So I'll give the short version of the long version, but it might be longer than I planned. So let's get into it. So yeah. In any case, hi everybody. My name's Dave Meihofer. Proudly representing Celebrity Cruises for 10 years now, but I've been in the industry for about 25 years. And you asked me how I got into it. It's funny. So, like many people do, you graduate high school and then you're like, okay, many go to college, many don't. My path was college, and I went to college not knowing what I wanted to do or be, and I knew I liked sports. I was kind of like many typical high school grads, and I'm kind of like, what am I going to do now? But in any case, it was liberal arts. So first year and a half was like, all right, liberal arts, let's figure it out over the beginning of college and university. And at the school I was attending, I read this ad in the newspaper, and newspapers were very popular back then, but saw in the college newspaper, it said new major at Eastern Connecticut State University, and it was called, and don't laugh, the major was called Recreation and Leisure Services Management.
Okay.
I literally, it hit a chord. I was like, recreation and leisure. I'm good at that. So it was a really short article, but really, it focused on the travel and hospitality industry, hotels, theme parks, cruise lines, you name anything that you could think of where people want to go on vacation or on a weekend, to relax and have fun with their family or friends. That's what the course of study, focused on. So in any case, what did I do? I called my mom and dad. I said, I know what I want to do. Mom, Dad, I found it. And they go, put him on speakerphone. What are you going to choose? And I said, recreation and leisure. My dad basically said, maybe you should come home. So, long story short, it was a new program at the school I was attending. I took a few courses that semester. It was very startup, and I ended up deciding to transfer. Between that and then the school, the vibe with met some friends and everything, but the school was kind of blah at the time. So I transferred to a school in Pennsylvania, right in the Pocono Mountains. And long story short, the program is very developed there. Had different areas of study, even within a recreation and leisure field. I say recreation and leisure, but again, think hospitality and tourism. So long story short, continued my studies there. I ended up getting an internship at MGM Grand Adventures in Las Vegas. From there, found a job with Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, working on ships, and I was off and running. That was from 1998 through now, and it's led me to where I am now. And my mom still scratches her head and said, somehow you found a way to be extremely happy, travel the world, support a family, and it's all from recreation and leisure.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dave, what did you do on a cruise ship?
Oh, yeah.
I was a manager for, I'll plug Royal Caribbean's kids programs, which I think are phenomenal. Adventure Ocean, the kids programs on Royal Caribbean.
Okay, so 1998, we're talking pre-Oasis class, pre-Quantum class. Are we even talking pre-Freedom class?
Yeah, I was on the actual takeout team for the Voyager of the Seas. So
Voyager.
I was on the very first Voyager class ship. Flew from the East Coast. We flew over to Turku, Finland, lived in a shipyard for a month while the ship was being finished. And and literally, hard hat and flashlights part of the time because they were doing testing of the electrical systems, water and plumbing. It was basically the last bit of testing before the ship was going to set sail and do the transatlantic to come over to Florida.
That's
awesome.
very cool. That's very cool. So he's got a cooler history than we do. That's cool. Our first one was
Stop it. We all have our paths and our histories.
Our first one was Legend of the Seas. It's been retired. Our second one was Sovereign of the Seas. Been retired. Everything that
Sovereign,
we were on.
I worked on Sovereign. Yeah. I wonder if we crossed paths at any point.
We might have. Anywho, so then how do you move over there to Celebrity, and what's that trajectory look like?
Sure. So it's funny. Excuse me. I say my career came kind of full circle from coming out of college and university and finding a job working on cruise ships. That was my first, other than like traveling, it's like maybe a random trip to Mexico. I have family in Canada. So other than that type of traveling, I never really explored the world. So long story short, I found the job on cruise ships. I was 21 years old, single, not really a care in the world. I didn't have any bills. They put you on the ship, room and board,
Right.
pay for your expenses getting to and from the ships and everything. So in any case, that's where I really fell in love with travel. And then left there, and without getting into nitty-gritty details, between 1998 and now, I worked Royal Caribbean to start, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I was a regional recruiting manager for them. And then I went to Collect Vacations, tour operator, selling group tours all throughout the world. And then full circle, found my way back to Celebrity about 10 years ago, and now in a sales role as a key account manager.
Oh, so much more than just a sales role. You are fabulous. You're a fabulous support person. You're inspirational. We definitely are excited that we have you on our extended team. So that's really cool.
I agree.
Takes two to tango here, so we appreciate everything you do, both of you.
Yeah,
and your
thank
team.
you. Thank you. You help us look good, so we appreciate that. All right, Hun, do you have anything else, backdrop story, history you want to hit on, or do you want to jump into
I have one question. So,
Yes.
we know that people can call Celebrity Cruises directly and book cruises directly. But we also know that travel advisors are super important. So I wanted to get your take on why you feel that travel advisors are important for guests who want to sail on Celebrity.
Sure. So, I mean, two key factors as far as that goes. Number one, a large majority of all of the customers and guests that come to Celebrity Cruises are through our travel agent partners and people like yourselves and obviously other colleagues that you have in the industry. Obviously, we can only do so much as a company, but our extended arms, if you will, and I say our extended sales team that we help educate and work side by side again with the two of you and many other partners out there. It's that partnership to really help find the perfect Celebrity Cruises type of guest, or the right type of guest that's a good match for our brand. So that's one, and two, at the end of the day, I know for me, the way I help pay for my daughter's birthday parties, I help take care of my dog, family, and stuff. It's from our travel agent partners. That's what that's why I'm here, and that's why Celebrity Cruises invests in our sales team to work with all of our travel agent partners out there. And I guess I should add a third thing to that too, is, because of these joint partnerships, it affords the opportunity for Celebrity Cruises to work with partners like Extraordinary Adventures and offer something better of higher value than if a client was to call Celebrity directly. You're going to get, many times you might get the same price, but you're maybe not going to get that extra onboard spending or, some little perks and bells and whistles that I know the two of you can throw in for your guests, or things, like I said, that we can afford within our partnership to say, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you booked through Extraordinary Adventures, you're going to get that extra couple $100 onboard credit or things like that. So it's the added value and expertise of our travel partners that really knocks it out of the park when working with our guests.
Cool. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that, honestly, one of the things you said, I think maybe point 1 or 2, was finding the right fit for the right guest. Not just industry-wide, all the different cruise companies that are out there, but within Celebrity itself, there's different classes of ships, and what are you looking to gain, and where do you want to go in the world? And, you could search through a website all night long and then, not get enough sleep, got to go to work tomorrow and try to do it all over again, or you can just not pay, believe it or not, for a travel agent who can do all that distilling for you, get to know you and stuff. So yeah, we love that point on the fit, because people have limited time and they have limited money, and you want to make sure you're investing that correctly. It's hard to know without somebody in your corner, again, who doesn't charge you to do it. I think the fact that we don't charge is the least thing that we offer. I think there's so much more that we offer that brings so much more value to the table. But anyway, I digress, because everyone knows travel agents are amazing. So just in case anyone's interested, Dave, Laura, and I all grew up within miles of each other in New York. So if you hear his accent, sounds a little bit like my accent, now you know why.
Yep.
And I've hidden
mine comes in and out sometimes too. The more excited I get, I think it comes out more.
Exactly. We should all be drunk and angry. We'd all sound very much like Anyway, what else, hon? You got anything else? We're gonna turn the reins over to.
Let's move into talking about Celebrity.
Cool. Floor is yours.
So okay, let's get into it. First of all, I know we had a great introduction there, but without partners like Extraordinary Adventures and Scott, Laura, and their team, we really, couldn't be doing what we're doing in this amazing cruise industry and travel industry. And as far as Celebrity Cruises goes, we are a new luxury style brand offering premium to luxurious style vacation experiences to all of our guests. And I say premium to luxury, really it's a matter of what you're looking for and a matter of what you're used to getting when traveling. I want to share with you some of the images, some of the information regarding, what our guests experience on board. And I'm going to dive into a little bit more as far as the escalation of cabins and staterooms that our guests stay in, and let that help tell the story for all of you that are watching. And I'm going to also tie in one of our newest ships, the Celebrity Beyond. So one of my favorite classes of staterooms we offer, and this is not offered anywhere else in the industry, this is unique to Celebrity Cruises, it's called AQUA Class. Scott, Laura, have you ever stayed in AQUA Class by chance?
No.
Yeah, I've not. We've been on the sister ship to the Beyond, and we're going to be on the Beyond in a week. So, yay for us. We were on the Edge class, and we had a sunset veranda.
Okay. And those cabins are phenomenal.
Yeah.
AQUA Class, I share this and I share it first because it is my favorite category of cabin. I love the suites. Don't get me wrong. We're going to get into that. They are extraordinary. Pun intended. There you go. Extraordinary. So AQUA Class, as far as this is for those who love being pampered. This is for those who love the spa. They like some feeling of being that exclusivity regarding, having a unique style cabin. These are all this theme of cabin is focused around the good life and being pampered, as I mentioned. So what do they get or what's in it? You pay a little bit more and you're getting a little bit more. So with AQUA Class style cabins, all of the bed linens, toiletries, they are all upgraded from what a traditional veranda may offer. They're also getting their exclusive restaurant called Blue, and Blue works as the main dining room for our AQUA class guests. And then they also get exclusive and complimentary access to Persian Garden. And this is part of the spa area on board all of our ships, where it's the relaxation room. It's more or less a part of the spa that typical guests would have to pay additional, but our AQUA class guests do get complimentary access to it. Now I'm going to take a step down over to Infinite Veranda. Oh, Scott, did you say something?
No. You might have heard my thought, thinking how if I wanted to unplug, that's exactly where I would be. But no, I hadn't said it. I was just thinking it.
100%. I say the step down, but again, the staterooms and the amenities are phenomenal. Celebrity Cruise has partnered with the likes of Nate Berkus. Nate Berkus, obviously, within the interior design world, and you may have heard of him from the Oprah Winfrey Show. He became really famous there. But Nate Berkus, Kelly Hoppen over in the UK. So we've partnered with some really big names in the interior design world to help bring a new look to our cruise ships. And again, this ship, or this image here, is from Celebrity Beyond. This is our traditional veranda, aka balcony style stateroom. And while it's a still image, if you look out the balcony area with the floor to ceiling windows, you'll notice that bar that goes straight across, right through the middle there. Now, that bar separates the upper panel of the window from the lower panel. If you've been on a river cruise before, if you've experienced no other brands, big cruise ships have this style cabin, but basically by the push of a button, that top panel of glass will slide down and it opens up like a traditional balcony. So you get fresh air, enjoy the elements, the sunlight, whatever it may be. If it's a rainy day, a windy day, you could close it right back up and keep it closed while still taking in all that amazing sunlight. So it's phenomenal. And this was a game changer for not only Celebrity Cruises, but the cruise industry, because we were the first brand to actually introduce this style of a veranda or balcony style cabin.
And I will jump in real quick right here. Laura and I will be on Beyond in a 10 days, and we will be having one of those infinite verandas. So we will be able to show you on our stateroom tour exactly what he's talking about. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely love it. And you could demonstrate too, like pushing the button with the window going up and down. So it's phenomenal.
Exactly.
So that's a little bit of a teaser as far as some of the categories of cabins and some of the more popular ones as far as AQUA class, as far as infinite veranda. But I want to get into the luxurious retreat. And I'll share with you why. The retreat, these are all of our suites. This is all exclusive and basically all included. So guests that book in our suite category, known as the retreat, are getting just about everything. I'm going to jump right to the top. The creme de la creme as far as suite class goes with Celebrity. This is the iconic suite. As you see here, there's some numbers up on the screen towards the lower level as far as some of the square footage, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, sleeps up to 6 guests. There's nearly 800 linear square feet of window space. So as far as what you're seeing there with the windows, from floor to ceiling, there's about 800 linear square feet as far as that goes. Absolutely phenomenal. There are 2 of these located on the upper decks of Celebrity Beyond and all of our Edge class vessels. And the funny thing is, Scott and Laura, guests who stay in the iconic suite are actually looking down at the captain and the bridge.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
So, if you want to feel good about yourself and feel like you're in higher up places, look no further than the iconic suite. In-room Peloton is available as well, as you see there in one of the images. And really is, like I said, this is where you want to be if you're looking for the best suite at sea.
It looks gorgeous. Oh, my word.
Yeah, I'll say that having been on the Edge, these sometimes you worry if the photos are not doing it. These ships are beautiful.
Yeah.
The Edge was beautiful. These rooms are beautiful. You're not going to be disappointed when you walk into that room and say, this is not what the picture. Nah, they're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning.
And the pictures really do. When I was first reviewed, I've been on Beyond a few times, and looking back now and looking at the pictures truly do help tell the story. Nothing is like it in real life, But these pictures that you're looking at are 100% accurate, and these are actual photos, imagery of the actual ship and of the actual stateroom. So the penthouse suite, again, one of the top level suites that Celebrity does have to offer. In all of our top level suites as well, they provide unlimited specialty dining. So basically you have a run of the ship as far as restaurants go. They offer 2 complimentary bottles of premium spirits or beers if you prefer, or some kind of non-alcoholic beverage. So you're getting well taken care of. They also do provide, in all of the suites, they provide 24-hour butler service available. And basically you're getting all of the tips and gratuities, internet, premium beverage package. Really, everything is top-notch, and everything is basically included.
Awesome. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Celebrity is the all-included nature. I that's something I try to tell my clients all the time, because they compare apples to apples, and I'm like, you're not comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to oranges. Like,
No, it's so true, Laura. The value proposition and Celebrity Cruises pricing that's there, the value that you're getting, and I'm not even, obviously we're sharing a lot about suites, but really from our inside cabins all the way up to suites, the value that you get when sailing with Celebrity, it's top notch, and really it's nice that you go on board and you don't have that feeling of being nickeled and dimed, or everywhere you turn, they want to charge you for this or charge you for that.
I agree. Yeah.
I would say, to me, it's more of a seamless connect to the luxury and premium lines than it would be to the other mass market lines. For them, they're going to come on board and be like, whoa, wait, I don't have to do this. And I'm not. Whereas these folks are used to that. They come on board and say, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Celebrity's beginning, or maybe it has for a while now, felt more like those lines. Then they separated themselves and being more premium, and the price that you pay to get that it's mind-blowing. It's extraordinary.
Yeah. Yep. And remind me to come back to that point, Scott, as far as, compared to some of the other cruise lines out there and our suite class. Mm-hmm. Okay. Before we jump into the rest of the ship, I want to touch on that in just a moment. Okay. The Edge Villa, this is our first ever 2-story style suite. There's 6 of them on board. And as you see here, you're looking at the main photo there. That's of the main living room space area. Just beyond the couch and the chairs, that's the sliding glass door out onto the balcony and veranda area. In the main photo on the left-hand side, towards the right of that main photo, that's an image looking through the glass. There's an outdoor plunge pool where guests can actually sit out there in their little plunge pool / hot tub and look out at the ocean. And again, it's 2 stories, sleeps up to 4 guests.
That's the one I would
First
pick.
and second
I'd
story
pick
there.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
right?
This is not a cruise ship. This is a Manhattan penthouse suite. This is insane.
Yep. You have that loft feel to it.
Yeah.
The Royal Suite, another top category suite as far as Celebrity goes. The Royal Suite, she sees nearly 700 square feet within the suite. The balcony alone is just over 70 square feet. Sleeps up to 4 guests. But the Royal Suite again, and we're kind of working our way down from top level iconic. Now we're down to that Royal Suite category. This was newly introduced, and this was exclusively on Celebrity Beyond. And this is now your hybrid version of an AQUA class cabin and a Sky Suite. So this brings in all those amazing amenities that you get with AQUA class. So you can dine in blue. You have access to the part of the spa area. You have those upgraded bed linens and amenities and whatnot within your cabin. But now you're also getting all of those suite class amenities that I mentioned. The drinks, the Wi-Fi, the tips, the butler service. I mean, you're getting a little bit of everything. So
just for clarity, all the other suites come with Eden, Lumine, but they don't come with blue. It's only this one that comes with blue.
So our top 4 categories of suites come with specialty dining.
Okay.
AQUA Sky Suite, what else? Celebrity Suite, regular Sky Suite. Lower category suites do not include all specialty dining.
Okay.
So if you're viewing this, anybody out there viewing this that's loving the suites, check out what's included with your suites. Every suite has butler service. Every suite gets premium beverages, premium Wi-Fi, tips and gratuities. I mentioned the butler service. They get obviously Lumine, which is the suites only restaurant. Every suite gets all of that. The upper echelon suites get more, including all the specialty dining.
But not blue.
But not blue, because blue is dedicated for AQUA class.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Am I confusing everybody yet?
I know that.
No problem, Scott. Yeah, I know. I went back and forth a little bit on the suites. Sky Suite, this is your introductory suite. Every now and then I get asked, what do you have a junior suite? What is your suite, suite class like? I say, if you haven't cruised on Celebrity before, maybe you're not ready to spend for that iconic suite or the upper suites. Our introductory suite is the Sky. And take a look at this as far as, again, over 300 square feet within the cabin. The veranda itself is nearly 80 square feet. Can sleep up to 4 guests as needed. And you have some extraordinary views and traditional style balconies when it comes to Sky Suites. And these get all of the amenities that I mentioned as far as the premium drinks and Wi-Fi, the tips, and the butler service. And Lumine, the restaurant.
Nice.
So what else? Obviously, you have your amazing suite and where everybody's going to be sleeping and rooming for your cruise. Now, what else do you get? What other areas throughout the ship do you have this access to being a suite class guest? The Retreat Sun Deck. Now, again, Retreat Sun Deck was introduced on Edge class. So our brand newest, or the newest vessels, including Beyond, Apex, Edge, and then the Celebrity Ascent, which is the next Edge class vessel. But the Retreat Sun Deck is a private area of the ship for our suite class guests. That way you don't have to go by the busier pool style area. You have your own area with the pool like this, lounge chairs, cabanas, and places like that to, again, get away and a little bit of quiet time if you want. Get away from some of the noise, I should say. Celebrity Beyond introduced a Retreat Sun Deck that is 2 stories, as you see here on the left-hand side. She also provides that outdoor bar area, which is, again, in that private area, the Retreat Sun Deck area, which you see there on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Laura and Scott, you both mentioned Lumine at some point, but this is the suites-only restaurant. This is the main dining room for our suite class guests. Should someone choose, obviously, if you're on a 7-night cruise, right, this is your main dining room, so you're having dinner here every night. But then, again, you could splash in some nights in specialty restaurants. If you're in the upper category suites, it's complimentary. If you're in the lower category, you can book them at your own expense. Or, again, you can make arrangements to even eat in the main dining room, which provides just as much opportunity as far as good variety of food and great menus as well.
Let me jump in there as well. The other big surprise for Celebrity is you might think, Celebrity is one of the mass market, their main dining room, MDR. Not true.
Good.
One of the best main dining room experiences that we've ever had. Service-wise, all the service, all the people that these cruise lines hire are amazing. They're fun, wonderful people. They work their butts off. So the service was no exception. But the food in their main dining room. I mean, we also went to Eden and the steakhouse and all the rest of that, but it was top notch. So don't have any fear about the food quality on a Celebrity ship. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. Like, I get questions sometimes. Well, what if I eat in the main dining room? It's not going to be as good as Lumine. What if I eat the specialty restaurant? Is it going to be as good? And I always say, if you notice through any videos or imagery of any of our ships, you don't see the big, colorful water slides. You don't see, if every brand is good at what they do, right? They have what they specialize in. You don't see the water slides. You don't see Mickey Mouse running around our ship or any cartoon characters. You don't see some of these other bells and whistles that are out there. You don't see zip lines and rock climbing like Royal Caribbean may have, right? That's them. We leave that to the guys that are good at that. Let's have at it. Go for it. What we dedicate our resources towards, what is the taste of the steak? What is the taste of the steak that you're eating, when you're in Tuscan? The desserts that are served in any of the main dining rooms, what are those like? What is the chair you're sitting in while you're trying to have a nice intimate meal with your wife or husband, having a glass of wine? What does the chair feel like? That peace of mind that you don't even know is happening through these experiences. That's what Celebrity focuses on.
Wonderful.
So, if your head's going to spin here, I'm not even going to stand for too long. all those little gray dots, that's basically everything that's included with our suite class.
Yeah.
I just threw that out there just to let you know there's quite a bit included. And of course, if you're watching this and you have questions about it, Scott and Laura would be more than happy to share something like that with you and all the tidbits of information that you do need in details.
Absolutely.
If I may, Scott, I'm just going to go through a little bit more about Celebrity Beyond, if that's okay. But before I get into it, I mentioned before, as far as Celebrity Cruises and our suite class, and, what are some other ways that we compare to some of the other cruise brands out there? So our ships max out at 3,100 guests, call it. So no matter what ship you're on at Celebrity, the biggest has 3,100 guests total. Some of the other brands that are out there, they tout 6,000. Have I heard 7,000 recently? How big is the Icon of the Seas?
8,000.
It's a lot.
And that's just guests, right?
Yeah.
So, and again, I'm only saying this in a comparative perspective. I'm not saying this to slam anyone, right? They are great at serving the masses. That's what they do, and they do a great job at it. Our ships max out at just over 3,000 guests. Our suite class and those guests staying in the retreat, when they are in that exclusive area or they're in those exclusive suites, and now they want to go see a show in the main theater, or they want to go to the casino, if there's any gamblers watching, or they simply want to go grab a cup of coffee at the Cafe El Baccio, our amazing coffee bar. Our guests do not have to feel like they are leaving one world and entering another world just to go have those onboard experiences. You see what I mean?
Yep.
So the overall vibe, and I'm going to get into some of the other imagery and some of the other things on board Beyond and our Edge class and stuff. So I'll share with you some of that stuff, some of those amenities and venues. But there's a seamless entry and exit in and out of our suite class to the rest of the ship, whether it be the ship itself, the other clientele that are on board, the service. I say it's seamless. And it's in no way encouraging our guests to say, put me back in my suite. I want to stay there for the cruise. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know that's a big thing. And there's certain price tags on certain things, but that peace of mind and that seamless experience all throughout the ship, it's you can't compare it with Celebrity.
Yes, and Laura and I can. You're gonna without naming
No,
names.
I wasn't going there.
Go ahead, go for it.
Yeah. I
ahead.
completely know what you're talking about. When you leave the suite area, it's night and day on other lines. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, we've experienced that ourselves, and we did want to run right back to the ship within a ship. But on Celebrity Edge, again, the only comparison I can make until next week, the whole ship felt luxurious. It was a beautiful place to be.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's seamless.
And I'm not going to stay on any of these slides for too long, but really, to your point, Scott, everywhere you go, you want to take a picture and a photo. I mean, I've been on Apex, Edge, Beyond. I've been on all of these ships, and hundreds and hundreds of photos of each of these ships. I come back, I annoy my wife. I go on some of these work trips, and many times she's unable to come with the kids and everything like that and work. But I'm like, oh my gosh, and look at this elephant that they put on the resort deck. Look at the Grand Plaza area and things like that. So everywhere you look is almost like a piece of art. It's a selfie opportunity, a photo opportunity, and really something that you want to be able to share with your friends and family, all these experiences that you're seeing. And again, this is the resort deck area. Some imagery of the pool. As you see here, this amazing art sculpture. Really, truly unique, right? Some people say, well, why the heck is that there? And that's really why we put it there, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty different. Here's a solarium. This is for adults only.
So, okay, cool. Sorry, my thing froze. Ignore me. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, solarium area. The rooftop garden is another great outdoor area on our Edge class vessels. Again, we're about the flow of our customers, providing outward-facing experiences and views, and really making sure that we don't want any of our guests to ever feel that they are just being cattle herded, that they feel they are in amazingly crowded spaces. We want to provide that peace of mind and that, again, that seamless flow throughout your vacation experience, because the last thing you need is any kind of stress, right? The Sunset Bar, I love what we've done over the years, from our Millennium class ships to the Solstice class and now to the Edge class vessels. The Sunset Bar, and you're going to love it on Celebrity Beyond. Scott and Laura, please promise me you will go to the Sunset Bar, have a cocktail, and send me a photo. Do I have your promise?
I will, yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Will do.
This is one of my favorite locations on Celebrity Beyond. It's got this Moroccan flair to it, Moroccan theme to it. I mentioned Nate Burkus. He actually had a lot to do with the design of this area. And it works as a 3-story bar/lounge that's in the outdoors. And it's phenomenal. Great, and properly named the Sunset Bar. Watch some beautiful sunsets.
It really is. It really is. We are excited because the Edge has a bit of a smaller one, and it was wonderful. We can't wait to experience what this one's going to be like.
Yeah, my personal opinion, this one blows away what we had on Edge. I don't know if you feel the same, but you'll see. It's very different.
Speaking of the classes you mentioned before, I just wanted to throw out, we are featuring the latest and greatest from Celebrity, but you can expect all this from the other classes as well, the other ships as well. And how much do I believe what I'm saying? Laura and I are actually having our vow renewal cruise. We've invited 30 some odd of our closest friends. We're doing a group cruise, a back-to-back, on the Celebrity Equinox, which is not one of the latest and greatest.
Excellent.
But that's how much faith that we have, and we know that Celebrity ships won't disappoint, even if you go to the smaller ships. And the reason I bring that up is because sometimes the smaller ships are going to go to destinations that the bigger ones can't. So it's something to keep in mind. You're not going to lose the quality because you want to go somewhere else in the world. Anyway, just my 2 cents. We are going to be using the Equinox, and you can stay tuned for that, because those videos will be taken, much to our own chagrin that we can't enjoy our own wedding, but you guys come first.
And it's a great point, right? Like our new ships, when you're building a new ship, the canvas is wide open, right? The design team, our executive team, they basically say, okay, let's plan a new ship. And they, from the ground up, they build and design everything. It's a brand new, I say new canvas, a new ship that they're building. So they have all these new ideas, different things that they can initiate regarding spacing and accommodations and venues. So what we've done with our new class of ships, we've rolled out to our older vessels and our Millennium class Equinox, which is Solstice class ship. So you'll see some similarities in what you're witnessing on there, which is phenomenal. One of the staples in our brand is the Martini Bar. I have to admit something. I think prior to working for Celebrity 10 years ago, I think I maybe had one martini in my entire life. I don't want to, completely shoot myself in the leg and tell you how many martinis I've had since joining Celebrity, but I blame it on the Martini Bar. So this is this is the staple of Celebrity cruises as far as the heartbeat of the ship. The Martini Bar, it serves more than just martinis, but this is what it's known for. The bartenders create this flair experience while serving martinis, and it really turns truly into the heartbeat of the ship, because it is city center on Beyond, right there as you're having a nice martini or a glass of wine or whatever you drink you may prefer there at the Martini Bar, and you're just surrounded by all these amazing other venues, people, everywhere, depending on what deck they're on. You'll notice in the image on the left, if you based off the perspective of this image, you'll see there right there, dead set in the middle, is Le Grand Bistro. That's one of our special restaurants on board. So in any case, the views and ambiance of the Grand Plaza and the Martini Bar, it's amazing.
I love the...
Yeah, I highly suggest...
Sorry?
Wait, yeah, so I highly suggest you don't watch any YouTube videos other than ours that feature the Martini Bar, because when you're in there and you see that show that they're going to put on for the first time, woo, it's a blast. And you, I don't know, I kind of feel like you're going to ruin it if you watch everyone's YouTube videos. Watch everything else, and when that part comes, just turn away, because it's so fun.
I agree. And here's Eden. Scott and Laura, you said you both, this is one of your favorite places?
I love Eden. I love the feel. Yeah.
So I will share with you that we were on one of the very first reopening cruises in the world on the Celebrity Edge. I think it was the second or third out after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And the performers weren't yet performing.
Right.
Okay.
So we have not experienced Eden the way Eden's to be experienced. So we're looking very much forward to doing that on Beyond. We just were able to eat dinner there and go to the bar and see the environment. We're very excited to see how it comes to life.
Yeah, they do various things here because it's really, Eden is used. There is a specialty restaurant within Eden on the lower level, but then there's also the bar and lounge type of area that you're seeing here on the left-hand side of your screen. And as far as Celebrity Beyond goes, and you two will be able to attest this, we've really stepped up our game and really, the design of Eden on Celebrity Beyond, it's truly unique to that ship and vessel, but it is still Eden. It still has that feel. And then, certain nights throughout the cruise, to your point, Scott, certain nights throughout the cruise, there are different forms of entertainment. One night there might be an acoustic guitar player. Another night there might be some aerial performers. Another night it might be silent disco or some of those other cool things that we do within the lounge. So definitely keep an eye on on your daily agenda. Another staple of our Edge class vessels, the Magic Carpet. And this outdoor platform works it's really a multi-purpose venue, I should say. It is about the size of a tennis court, a true size tennis court, and it holds up to about 100 guests. There's a bar on board here. We utilize this, I say multi-purpose, in that it can be maneuvered up and down the ship depending on what we're utilizing it for. The image on the right, this is up on the resort deck area where the pool is. And now the Magic Carpet is being utilized as an extra venue and some additional spacing for foot traffic and for those who want to hang out outside, but maybe don't want to be right near the pool. So now someone can grab their iPad and a glass of champagne and read up on the daily news or read a book, whatever it might be. We've had private parties out on the Magic Carpet. On certain days, she will go down to deck 5. And the Magic Carpet is then used as an extension of one of our specialty restaurants, Raw on 5, which is sushi, Asian fusion, a lot of seafood. Raw on 5 now provides outdoor dining. So now guests can actually sit out on the Magic Carpet and enjoy their, crab legs, lobster, sushi, whatever it might be.
Cool.
Really, really phenomenal.
Very cool. Very cool.
And they utilize it for some other portions or other reasons also, but that's.
I'm going to be honest. Dave. When I first saw it, I thought it was just a gimmick, something to sell people on. Hey, check out this thing we've got. But when Laura and I were on board, we spent more time there than we really thought we were going to.
Yeah.
It's a really, really great. I mean, the views and the bartender and the peaceful, the serenity. Anyway, it's not just a gimmick. It really is a wonderful place to spend some time while you're on board. Don't miss it for sure.
Scott, it's a really, really good point, because as cruise ships, as there's been the evolution of cruise ships, you see over time, especially you're both working in the industry, myself, you see certain cruise ships that have these things put on board, and I call it like a one-hit wonder. It's one of those things where you go, you experience it, and then you're like, what's the purpose of ever going back? What's the, you know what I mean? Like, what's that?
Robot bar.
I can't hear you, and I'll leave it at that. So, no, but things like that, like to your point, when you see it in pictures or maybe even you see it in videos, it's kind of like, oh, okay, gimmicky, all right, whatever. I'll go take a photo on it, and then, but it actually, to your point, I mean, especially when it's not that crowded, and some days it's more crowded than others, but some days, like you said, it's like, I just want to go hang out there because it's a nice little nook. It's a nice little place to relax versus maybe some of the busier bars or lounges.
Really was.
The main theater. This was a game changer for Celebrity and also the cruise industry, in my opinion. We've transformed the theater where now the stage and the performers are surrounded and engulfed by the audience. So the stage protrudes out into the audience, as you see here. There's a tremendous LCD screen in the background that's used for a variety of visual effects. And then our performers do these, again, a variety of original performances, right? We don't bring any Broadway named shows onto our ships. We don't do that. What we do is we actually create, down in Florida, in our studios, we actually create a large majority of our own shows. Some of them might have some familiar music or music that you are familiar with, but the actual shows and the storylines are all unique to Celebrity. But that's the main theater on the left-hand side that you'll find on our Edge class vessels. We have the club. If you're into nightlife, they also do like jazz performances in there, blues performances. But that's where the part, if you're into late night clubbing and the nightlife there, the club is where you want to be. And then Destination Gateway on the right-hand side. This is an area that we actually utilize for disembarkation when guests are going to be tendering off to any ports of call. But we also utilize this for art auctions, educational talks, things like that. And that's the Destination Gateway. I touched on the spa before, but we have full spa services on all of our ships. You're seeing imagery here from Celebrity Beyond, which again has a variety of treatments available. There's both a barber and a hair salon for the ladies, full fitness center. There's the the Crystallarium, which is crystal therapy. There's Turkish baths, salt baths, a variety of different treatments that you can get on board Celebrity Beyond and Edge class. And if we have any shoppers in the audience, look no further. Plenty of shopping on board all throughout the vessel and every one of our ships. So I'm just going to, again, go through some of the restaurants. Le Voyage is a brand new restaurant, Celebrity Beyond. Michelin star rated chef Daniel Boulud. We partner with him, and this is his first his first restaurant at sea with any major cruise company. And that's Le Voyage by Daniel Boulud. Fine Cut Steakhouse, Le Grand Bistro I mentioned before, Raw on 5. We really have a little bit of everything depending on what your tastes require or are looking for. One question I get also, Laura and Scott, we get, as far as dietary needs. And I really want to plug our culinary teams in being able to meet and really exceed the large majority of dietary needs that might be out there. Celiac disease. What else is out there? Seafood allergies, vegetarians, a variety of dietary needs. Our team is ready to serve each and every, just about everybody as far as that goes. Main dining. So main dining, the evolution of main dining with Celebrity Cruises is top notch, and you see it on our Edge class vessels, including Celebrity Beyond. We have 4 main dining rooms where guests are assigned one of the 4 for your early or late seating. But the nice thing is, if you are assigned Cyprus, which has the traditional menu plus a Greek and Mediterranean flair, if you're assigned Cyprus, you can still make arrangements to try Normandy one night, Tuscan another night, and Cosmopolitan on your last night, let's say. So you're not stuck within one main dining room. You will be assigned one, but you have the option to pick and choose along the way by making reservations. And our team can take care of you. Ocean View Cafe, some more casual buffet style area on board, Eden Cafe, Mast Grill. These are all complimentary venues on board the ship as far as dining goes. And then we have our special restaurants.
Pause you right there real quick.
Yep.
Another thing that Laura and I messed up on the Edge, and we look forward to doing, is the Eden Cafe. I think we found it on the last day for breakfast.
Yeah.
I don't know how we missed it, and it was so good. So anyway, don't forget to go to the Eden Cafe.
I agree. You know what I recommend too? Like on day 1 of the cruise, when everybody gets on board the ship, and most people end up in the Ocean View, right? The buffet, because there's such a variety, and the food's great and everything. But it can be a little crowded. So I always say, check out, if you're hungry, before you go to the ocean, go check out the Eden Cafe. I believe it's open most of the days. They sometimes open it a little bit later than the Ocean View Cafe. But check it out. If it's open, I always say, maybe even on day 1, you might be able to sneak there while everybody else is going to the Ocean View. The bars, I touched on some of the bars before. I am a beer guy. And it's funny. People are going to think I'm like, raging alcoholic. I love the martinis, but I'm a beer guy. Craft social. I always joke with my colleagues when we have our sales meeting or I'm with groups and stuff. I say, listen, after dinner, everything, if you're looking for me, I'm going to be over at Craft Social having a beer. So Craft Social is one of my favorite places, but you'll find, to each their own. Everyone will find their favorite place on board Beyond, but also on board any one of our ships, and a variety of other, bars and lounges as well. So, wow, that's it. I hope I didn't go too fast. Hope I didn't go too slow.
Perfect.
No, it's perfect.
It was great. It was a really great
Excellent.
overview of Celebrity Beyond. I can't wait to go again. I'm like so excited.
I was going to say, I hope hopefully that pumped you up a little bit as far as your upcoming cruise.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much. That was really helpful. And I hope that our clients or the viewers out in YouTube land found that interesting as well. So, yes.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, for Dave, you can hit us up. We can relay them to him, but I think we should be able to handle anything you throw our way. You can throw it in the comments down below. You can write to us at our email address. You can find all of our information on our website. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you're ready to book the Beyond or any of the other celebrity ships, the girl in the middle there, that pretty blonde one, she's ready to take your call.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I guess with that, thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you both, and for anybody viewing this, really, you're watching two of the best in the industry that I work with. Top travel partners like Laura, like Scott, and Extraordinary Adventures. We couldn't do it without them. And the reason why we are in business, the reason why we continue to be in business is because of the partnership. And of course, all of the guests and those viewing who are looking to go on celebrity cruises, look no further. Call Laura, call Scott, book your next celebrity cruise, and we appreciate you sailing with us.
Awesome.
Very good, very good. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, the subscription, bell, all the things that you're supposed to do for YouTube. All those things, don't forget to do those.
Awesome.
All right, well, thanks you again very much, Dave. Appreciate it. We'll hopefully see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.